Welcome everyone to the 2012 EnvirOvation, a ClimateWise showcase. We're here today to celebrate our business partners in ClimateWise and their accomplishments. Let's welcome Mayor Karen Wyckenott.
Thank you, Brian, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy to be part of this celebration recognizing your accomplishments. Undoubtedly, Fort Collins community is looked to as a leader in sustainability. There's a collective community value to protect and to preserve our natural environment, and you, the people in this room, have proven that we can accomplish that while actively investing in a healthy economy. Our national reputation does not solely come from city policies and actions. It is a reflection of the Fort Collins community and our collective accomplishments together. Today we celebrate our hard work in reducing greenhouse gases, in bolstering our local economy, and strengthening our social well-being. We all know that there's still more work to be done. Our natural resources are precious and finite. Our local economy is resilient, but it's not without challenge. Our caring for one another is obvious, but still many live in poverty and need. As we have done time and again, I believe Fort Collins will lead the way toward the more sustainable solutions to these challenges. Together as a community, we will continue to thrive. The program has grown into a nationally recognized model, a model that others are looking to replicate. Today, more than 300 local businesses have voluntarily taken the challenge to reduce greenhouse gases by 149,000 tons during 2011. You have saved 13 million in 2011, and a cumulative 59 million since 2000, not to mention reducing 254,000 tons of waste and 9 billion gallons of water. Yeah. ClimateWise partners, you have exceeded the program's greenhouse gas reduction and goal early. This is the third time that you've exceeded your goal. Thank you. And thank you, ClimateWise partners, for all the hard work that you've done. You should be proud of your efforts, your collaboration, and your successes. I know we, speaking for the city, are very proud of that work. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to show you a short video of ClimateWise programs and partner highlights from 2011.
I'm Kathy Collier, the program coordinator for the City of Fort Collins ClimateWise program. ClimateWise is a free voluntary program that combines money-saving practices with environmental protection. We have more than 300 business partners participating in the program, and they're reducing their energy, water waste, and transportation. We also have more than 34,000 employees represented by all of these businesses in Fort Collins.
We have tiered performance levels that partners can achieve. And so there's bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And based on the amount of work that they do each year, they receive more recognition through ClimateWise and through the city.
Once partners have joined the program, we basically come in and we look at all the operational footprint areas, whether it's water reduction, energy reduction, waste reduction, or really improvements in transportation. We provide a report that helps our partners follow up on some of the assessment recommendations and make them a reality in a way that's flexible to them, that allows them to really choose their own course and path going forward.
And the rest of our team members, we come together to support those partners as they go along in the program.
So Resource Fort Collins is a local nonprofit conservation company, and we're committed to landfill diversion. Every day we We strive to keep 20 to 30,000 pounds of building materials out of landfill. Materials are donated and then they're sold back to the public for a fraction of the cost of buying them new. We have lights, we have hardware, thousands and thousands of linear feet of trim. We have pretty much anything that you'd find at a home improvement store. If we can keep it out of the landfill and get it back into the public's hands, we'll always take it in. We're a small organization and we don't have the ability to always get out there and talk to everybody. ClimateWise is very important for our community just because of the way it's linked everybody together.
We're a small group that works with all of these partners, so we collaborate with businesses outside of the city, different departments within the city, so we try to make the most of our resources and share that out with everyone. We got a call just a month ago about the Oslon Center basketball courts that got damaged and they were getting pulled up. Within a week, we salvaged 8,000 square feet of basketball flooring, and then it got sold back out into the community, and it's going to be turned into furniture. When buildings are taken apart or new construction happens, there's a lot of waste that goes into our landfill. Over here, we see a lot of slab doors. We've gotten a couple hundred slab doors from the Brinkman partners.
I'm Ashley Haas with Brinkman Construction, and we became a partner with ClimateWise in 2008. Since we were already recycling a lot and donating a lot to Resource, and that's great, but there's times when Resource can't take our materials, we chose to get creative about how we were repurposing our materials from construction sites. One of the projects that we did really well on this was an OtterBox project, and we demoed the interior of a building, and inside of that building was a ton of glass. Well, it was tempered glass and nobody could take it. So what we did was we went out to the ClimateWise partners. We got responses back from large partners like Doug Odell with Odell Brewing, and then we had small partners like Clean Bee Housekeeping that wanted the glass for marker boards in their office. In the end, we were able to repurpose 100% of the glass, which was over 3,000 pounds. None of it went to the landfill.
It's really exciting to see that we've grown from 13 business partners in 2000 all the way to more than 300 and growing during 2012.
My name is Peggy and I'm with the Fort Collins Downtown Business Association.
And I'm Mary Hummel, I'm Director of Music Events at Bohemian Foundation.
And together we co-produce Bohemian Nights in New West Fest. It's Colorado music as well as national headliners. We're united in the effort to make sure that we are one of the greenest festivals in the country.
And we believe that promoting the environment enriches overall the festival experience for everyone, the attendees, the artists, the volunteers, and the vendors.
Every year we make more strides to try to engage the public to put waste in its place.
We encourage bicycle ridership. We also refuel all of the generators with biodiesel.
The greening of the festival is larger than just picking up all of the waste. It really has to do with educating the public on how they can participate and promoting that sustainability at the festival.
We had on-site sorting stations, and that includes everything from beer cups to turkey legs to programs.
Well, we aspire to an 85% diversion rate. That would qualify us as a zero waste event.
We actually were able to take 20,000 pounds of waste, 80% of 2011's trash and recyclables, and keep those out of the landfill.
Our efforts really reflect a more climate-wise attitude towards our festival, towards our downtown environment, really helping everyone understand that they have a part to play in being environmentally responsible.
I'm Shanna Hank and I work at the USDA Agricultural Research Service, and we have 3 different buildings in Fort Collins where we have employees working. We've really tried to encourage people to use alternative transportation, especially cycling. At 2 of the buildings we have loaner bikes. They can just hop on a bike and go walking to work, carpooling, people who teleworked. We ended up getting over 36,000 miles saved and about 300 gallons of gasoline on top of that. You put together what just a small number of people are doing, you can see that it actually does make a big difference.
Over the course of the year, we get to see how much work all of our partners have done and the effect in the community. Whether it has to do with the $12 million that our partners saved through energy efficiency projects this year, or has to do with 146,000 metric tons of CO2e that our partners avoided because of all the actions that they took.
My name is Bob Flynn. I'm one of the founders of Green Ride, and we've been in operation now about 3 years. So we started off with 14 people, and we now have 80 employees. It's been a pretty exciting run. One of the very first things that we did when we started our business was join ClimateWise. We just saw that fitting so well with our culture. The reduction of greenhouse gases is the biggest way that we contribute to the cleaner environment in the community.
Unfortunately, we're not in a position yet where we can use alternative fuels for the vehicles, but we do take advantage of the fact that we are taking people off the road, vehicles off the road, by putting people into shared ride.
The airport run for us is a huge opportunity to reduce greenhouse gases because our customers are in a shared ride environment. That means they're leaving the cars at home. That means they're not driving 150 miles to and from the airport.
We're also reservation only, so we're not a bus line. You know, we don't run unless we have to.
The information we receive from ClimateWise and ClimateWise members have been fabulous. We do so many things around recycling, repurposing, reusing. Our reservation agents work from home, so they're not driving to and from the office. We have drivers who ride their bikes to work, and then they get in their bus or their van and take people to the airport.
Our dispatchers spend hours the night before looking at our plan, that we are using our vehicles in the best way possible, that we're taking as much time and fuel out of the process as possible.
We have people contacting us from around the country asking about what we're doing and how we're doing it.
Not only do you have the staff at the city, but you have all of these partners to help you in your efforts and to share ideas.
It's a group of passionate people that are interested in making an impact in the community.
ClimateWise has really grown. You see the signs and the window clings everywhere you go now, and I find myself being more loyal to the businesses that are in ClimateWise.
That's a pretty cool video, and really, I think it shows what ClimateWise is about. And when you think about all the material kept out of the landfill, recycled, reused, you know, speaking from a utility standpoint, that's water and energy that's not used to produce new materials. Pretty incredible. So thank you, Mayor. I'm glad to now introduce Bruce Hindy, our Chief Sustainability Officer. And will you please join me in welcoming Bruce?
Okay, so thank you, Brian. Thank you, Mayor, for the wonderful introduction. And we're actually very excited to be here this afternoon. You know, it's really you as the business community that steps up and helps our entire community to really become a green community. I think as we look forward to the future and we see what's happening with climate change and some of the climatic events that are happening around our planet, it really represents a need for each one of us to have a position and to recognize and take responsibility for our actions. And it's really the model that you all set as business owners together with our community and Colorado State University that really makes a difference. And as we move forward, I think it's just very exciting to see the opportunities that we represent that we can bring out to the rest of the world and the rest of our nation. So I'm actually very excited to participate in today. Okay, this is already becoming a bit of an issue, but I'm sticking with it. It's very exciting to participate today in a different role. For those of you that know me, for almost 20 years I was a private business owner in Fort Collins, and about a year and a half ago made a transition into the city. And so I really am excited to look at you all as business owners and recognize that in the past my company sat at a table just like you are today. So we're here to celebrate your accomplishments, but also I want to tell you a little bit more about how the City of Fort Collins organization is committed to practicing what we preach. Today we're here to celebrate you, but the City of Fort Collins also has a great commitment to sustainability. And those of you that probably have followed this in the paper, in the last year the City Council and the City Manager worked together to develop another step forward in the recognition of sustainability, and that was actually creating the Chief Sustainability Officer position that I'm in today. We created the Office of Sustainability to fully integrate the triple bottom line approach to governance. Our new organization is really focused on integrating economic health, environmental health, and social sustainability. And I think as we all look forward and we see the change in our country, we really kind of realize and begin to realize, and at least especially Fort Collins, the integration of economy, together with environment, together with the way we live our lives. And so I think the Office of Sustainability, as we look forward to the future, I am really excited about it. I think I'm thrilled to work together with you. We think that the office will increase coordination and efficiency. It'll enhance our sustainability efforts, and it'll add value to the local economy by aligning our economic efforts with our community values. In fact, we're just about to adopt an economic health strategic plan, which is coming from the Sustainability Services Office. And a good part of that is really aligned around the environment and kind of creating a stronger partnership between business and the community and the environment. So the change in our department may sound simple, but I believe the change that I mentioned to you is we are the only city in the country really that has embraced and developed an idea around blending and focusing on economy, social, and environmental health all in the same department, the same area of the city. So we think that's really valuable. As the mayor said in her opening remarks, the city can't accomplish this alone. We must truly find partnerships between the city, private enterprise, and the university to realize the greatest values for our community. Today we are celebrating your accomplishments, but ClimateWise partners can celebrate more than just impressive statistics. You've become a model for sharing ideas and best practices. ClimateWise, through partnerships formed with your business, has been recognized as a national best practice. The success could not be realized without the willing participation of you, the local business community. The program's successful because of the participation and strong relationships you formed with one another, the solid data you're using to track results and savings, innovative ideas, and the ripple effect that you're having on the community. When you participate, others take notice, and then they take that back to their companies. And so we really do begin to spread the word and the expertise. Before we move to the recognition of piece of this event, I want to quickly thank the ClimateWise staff. They're hardworking, passionate, and committed to the success of the program and the success of participating businesses. Would the ClimateWise staff please stand up and also raise your hand, because some of you are standing already. Thank you. Just look around. Thank you all so much. Also, before we get to member recognition, I have a few new highlights to mention. Today, ClimateWise is unveiling a new logo that reflects the evolution of the program through partnerships and innovation. Also, the ClimateWise annual report, as another sustainable move, is now only available in an electronic format in order to save paper. This one small task alone saved 243 pounds of carbon dioxide. I encourage you to review it on the website and take the online ClimateWise quiz, and you'll be entered in a quarterly prize drawing. Program staff and partners work together to transform the ClimateWise Advisory Committee to better serve the growing number of participants. The Advisory Committee has developed new programs and awards within the ClimateWise program. This is a great accomplishment. Please stop by the ClimateWise booth before you leave today to learn a little bit more about mentoring, corporate social responsibility, and the Ambassador Awards. Committee members and all ClimateWise partners are leading our community towards increased sustainability. Thank you, Advisory Committee. Can the 2011 Advisory Committee please stand? Thank you all very much. Lastly, ClimateWise has a new Ambassador Award to recognize ClimateWise business representatives for helping to recruit as well as mentor other organizations in the program. The winner will receive a special traveling bicycle, you can see it up front here, for use, generously donated by the Fort Collins Bike Co-op. Thank you, Bike Co-op, for your hard work on this traveling award. May I please give Tim Anderson and Maddie Barber, representing the Fort Collins Bike Co-op, and Hannah Balt Smith of the Downtown Business Association and Ambassador Committee Chair, Can you all stand up, and could a contingent of you come forward to present the award? This year's Ambassador Award nominees were chosen by the Advisory Committee and ClimateWise staff and are as follows: Stacy Baumgard, Larimer County; Ashley Haas, Brinkman Partners; Dennis and L.J. Huska Automotive; Rick Knabel, Vineyard Church of the Rockies; Shanna Henk, and Steve Huro, USDA and The Cupboard; and Medre Carpenter from AMD. And this year's winner of the ClimateWise Ambassador Award is Shanna Henk of the USDA and Steve Huro of The Cupboard. Both partners helped recruit the Foothills Unitarian Church and serve as ClimateWise liaisons for the USDA and The Cupboard and their congregation. Congratulations, Shanna and Steve, and thank you for your dedication to ClimateWise. This afternoon, I have the privilege of recognizing your commitment and innovation. Additionally, Senator Mark Udall was invited but couldn't join us today. But as Brian introduced earlier, Brian Van Driel, constituent services advocate for Senator Udall's office, is here to congratulate you. Brian will join me on the stage during the photos afterwards. First, Senator Udall would like to share a few words with you and prepared the following brief video presentation.
Mark Udall here. Welcome to today's celebration, and congratulations, ClimateWise, on the progress you've made over the past year. Really, frankly, over the past several years, towards making our world a better place to live. I'm sorry I can't be there in person to honor all of you, but I'm really glad you were able to make me a part of this innovative grassroots program. While ClimateWise is a City of Fort Collins program, this is far bigger than your local government. This voluntary program is a classic example of the good things that can happen when government, the private sector, and individuals all work together toward a common goal. There was a time not that long ago when we thought reducing our dependence on foreign oil and curbing the effects of climate change were simply environmental concerns. But we've come to realize that these issues are also at the heart of our national security and our economic challenges. As a city, you have set some bold goals about carbon reduction, waste diversion, and water consumption savings. A lot of progress has already been made towards these goals, and I'm confident that if we work together, we will achieve and finish them ahead of schedule. The actions undertaken by ClimateWise partners are certainly far-reaching. Let me mention a few highlights that have had large impacts. Resource installed a pellet stove that burns beetle-kill pine from our forests, is able to generate 12.8 million BTUs of heat a year. The Rio Grande Mexican restaurant recycled 150 pounds of plastic bottle caps and another 130 pounds of aluminum bottle caps. And the City of Fort Collins, it retimed its traffic lights, reducing carbon pollution by nearly 9,000 metric tons. Altogether, ClimateWise helped Fort Collins businesses save, I really like this number, $13 million in 2010. What's equally important, these efforts demonstrate in a very tangible way that good things happen when we pay attention to our responsibilities as stewards of the land. We didn't inherit our planet from our parents. Rather, we are borrowing it from our children, and we must leave it in better shape for future generations. And the projects that you've undertaken are leading the way towards this goal. As partners in this nationally recognized program, your contributions are significant factors in making Fort Collins a world-class city. Congratulations again on your commitment to preserving our planet. You've adopted common sense solutions to environmental problems that result in a healthier environment, a stronger economy, and a more secure world. There are more than 300 businesses involved in ClimateWise now, and we need to do more. Become ambassadors for the program and spread the word that Fort Collins is working to be a leader in sustainability, clean energy, and conservation. Keep up this good, important work.
Thank you, Senator Udall. Now we'll move on to the member recognition. And before we begin with the actual level recognition, we'd like to, the new 2011 partners to please stand up. Thank you all very much. We're really glad to have you join the program. Now we'd like to recognize our ClimateWise partners, and they'll be recognized according to partner levels. There's 5 bronze level partners and 111 silver level partners. I think Kathy said we started with 13 partners initially, so this is quite an accomplishment just to have that, and we're so thankful that you are part of the program. So, well, I'd love to recognize you all by name, but because there's 116 of you, I'd like to thank you all by applause for your great efforts. And if you wouldn't mind standing one more time, I'd like to just say thank you. I'm sorry, would all of our bronze and silver level partners stand? Thank you. Next, we'd like to recognize the gold partners. This year, 28 organizations achieved gold level. Gold level businesses have served on the ClimateWise Advisory Committee, mentored new partners, completed a greenhouse gas baseline, and set a reduction goal for their business operations. Gold partners, would you please stand? Finally, I'd like to recognize our 23 platinum partners. These businesses are setting the standard for environmental stewardship. They've completed a rigorous set of behaviors and activities to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. They've engaged employees in reduction efforts as well. Please, when I announce your name, please stand and remain standing until I've read all of the names of platinum organizations, and please hold your applause until we're done. Anheuser-Busch, Avago Technologies, Brinkman Partners, Cafe Ardor, City of Fort Collins, Colorado State University, Dresser Rand Ingenuity, Gallegos Sanitation, Greenride, Colorado, Hewlett-Packard Company, Intel Corporation, Larimer County Government, New Belgium Brewing, Newmark Merrill Mountain States, Platte River Power Authority, Poudre School District, RB+B Architects, Resource, Rio Grande Mexican Restaurant, Trebuchet Group, Trees, Water, and People, Vineyard Church of the Rockies, and Woodward, Inc. Thank you all very much, and congratulations. Thank you, partners, for your dedication to our community. To all ClimateWise partners, I look forward to coming back to this event next year to celebrate your progress. Thank you all again for inviting me to join in your celebration this afternoon, and thank you for your commitment to helping make Fort Collins a very special place. Thank you.